This is the 10th playback.
In a row.
In a row.
For the 10th episode.
It's the 10th episode.
Should we leave the books like that or turn them so the camera can see?
I turned them so we can read them.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It's Grease Lightning, baby.
Grease Lightning.
Holy shit.
10 episodes.
It's the 10th episode, babes. What's up, smut, sluts, book babes, and everything in between?
Everything in between.
Everything in between.
We are so excited about this episode.
We have been pretty hyped since like episode 5.
Yes. Like we originally were like, oh, we should do like a kink episode. And then we were like, shit, it's the 10th. We have to do a Q&A.
Special.
Let's do something fun. Like
let's do something open-ended. Let's we'll get to know us a little bit more as like we you know us enough at this point. But why not know us more? Yeah, you want to
always learn new things.
Too bad you're gonna learn about us.
You're gonna like it too.
You're gonna love it. Cheers, babe.
Cheers.
The 10th clink. I'll be doing that the whole time.
Clink. This is the 10th one.
I know.
So exciting.
So Jen was very, very good with the liquor.
I did it. We actually had a plan as well.
On point.
Did we? I had a plan before we started recording. And that counts for something.
I'm actually having a drink.
She is.
Finally.
She's drinking this week finally.
Yeah, I decided it's a special occasion.
Yeah, you have to.
I'll still get a headache later. It's gonna hurt like a bitch, but
that's what Excedrin migraine.
Fuck it.
It's for.
It's the 10th episode.
The 10th episode. Yeah, do it.
So what you put in it?
So I don't even know what it's called.
We didn't come up with a name.
Get on Pinterest and
it's a 10.
Yeah,
I like
she
it.
a 10.
She a 10.
It's vodka, rum. I also put blue carousel, peach schnapps, and raspberry lemonade in it.
This is the most booze we put in a drink, and it tastes the least boozy.
If you want to get fucked up real fast, put Crystal Light and water in your drink. It covers everything.
And
Charlotte's going to be hammered by the end of this.
Let's face it, I'm not going to finish this.
I know. And I
Slips it.
drank like half of it because we had a busy night planning.
We got a lot going on this week. Another busy week. Well, your mom's here.
Yeah, my mom and my aunt just got in from West Virginia.
She locked him upstairs.
I did.
With Bailey.
They were like, can we hang out on the couch? I was like, no. You want to just sit on the couch and be quiet? You can't watch TV. You can't do anything. And because we got to have silence. And then she was like, oh, sure, okay. So they went upstairs. And then they went upstairs and I shut them in the room with Bailey. So she might not be on this episode. She might make a guest appearance later.
She should.
She needs to.
It's a special occasion.
I know. Special occasion for her to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Let's face it, Bailey's the real star of this show.
She is.
But
I'm okay with it though.
She's being a little shit today, so.
She was, oh my gosh. I forget like how needy she is when other people are around and I give other people attention. And it's rough. She's like, Mom, you hate me. She's like, love me. Give me food and fruit.
I know. Fuck you.
Love yourself, Mom.
Yeah, so my best friend Felicia just came to visit from Florida, too.
Yes.
All kinds of visitors this week.
I know. Everybody's in.
She is in the process of reading Mist and Fury. She keeps, every time we've been meeting up, she's been reading every single night, too. She's like, not gonna lie, I think I'm just gonna go home and read my book.
It's
like,
the
that's
best.
my girl.
I am officially 55% through House of Sky and Breath.
I am not.
I have so many theories, and I am so stressed out.
So I am 7 chapters into War of Two Queens.
Ooh.
And I am loving it so far. I know the reviews have been a little rough, but I am making no comment. I love it so far. I love the whole series. I know some people are still iffy about like Crown of Golden Bones, but I loved it. I loved Shadow on the Ember. I'm loving this book so far. Yes, I have a few theories in mind as to what people got mad about, but I'm preparing myself. I'm still going to finish the book.
Yeah.
So.
And hey, if you like the story, that's all that really matters.
Exactly.
Well, it's like House of Sky and Breath. It's just like the first one. It's a lot of building, a lot of information, but I eat that shit up. But in the beginning, like the first chapter, you're introduced to new characters, and I was like, what the fuck is this? who are these people?
Who the fuck's that?
I was like, excuse me, this isn't Bryson Hunt and Rune. Daddy Rune. Come love me.
I know, she's been sending me a lot of Rune stuff.
So many pictures, like fan art, TikToks, clothes, merch that I found. I'm like,
she sent me a coffee mug, or just a coffee mug earlier.
It's like, I don't feel like doing anything today except maybe Rune Dance.
Chapter 3.
I don't even drink coffee, but I'll get it.
Yeah, that's all she says is chapter 3.
I'm like, chapter 3 is
Gotta find out.
pretty good. Just his introduction in the book, like, is wonderful.
Is he just like straight up fucking somebody? No, don't tell me. I gotta know.
I'm like, not fucking, but
doing something.
Rude. Yeah. Alright, so what did you do this week?
Oh, that's right. I only did it this week.
I just didn't get any books.
So,
I got books, but not from Book Barn.
I went to Book Barn. Another great haul. And then Jen went online.
I went online. I got more books.
We got some good hauls this week, though.
We did. I'm very excited about quite a few of them.
I don't know what your issue is, though, with Book Barn. The last few times you've been in, you just leave it and you're like, I got nothing.
I know, and the problem is, like, I see so many books, and I think I get overwhelmed because I'm like, how do I
They're stacking them once again.
I met a new friend today there, and she was telling me how she's like, we get so many books, we just don't have room for them right now. She was like, I'm really sad that you're not leaving with 6 bags of books right now. I was like, me too. But my wallet thanks me.
Yeah, right? I blame TikTok.
Yeah. So it was rough. But yeah, I mean, I was going through and I looked and I saw some that I almost got, but I was like, no, I want to wait. I'm going to wait and see what there is on maybe Sunday or Monday when I go.
So what'd you get online?
So I got The Reckoning, which is the 3rd book in the Zodiac Academy series. As most of you know at this point, I've already read the first 6 books, so now I have them on my Kindle, so now I need the paperback copies for my shelf, so it can look pretty.
Obviously.
And then I got Between Wrath and Mercy, which Charlotte got last week.
Just
by Just Kip. I'm super excited to read it. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it.
She saw it on her story today too, and she was like, I spy a little something on there.
Like, I see it.
I was like, really? I couldn't read for shit on that video.
I was like, she went so fast on that camera.
This little sneak peek, but data. Guess if it's your own book.
Right? Yeah, she was like, whoop. That's why I was like, if I feel like if I had a book out there, I would be like, it'd be behind someone's trash can, and I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, right.
It's like barely sticking out, little corner piece. I'm like, is that mine? I got The Darkest Temptation, which, if anyone knows, is the 3rd book actually in the Mafia Maid series by Danielle Laurie. But it's my favorite one of the series, and it can be read as a standalone. It will, like, ruin a little bit of the other books, just because, like, but you know that they're going to end up together in all the books anyways. Like,
obviously.
So it's like, is it ruining it or not?
I've read the first one.
But it's so good. It's the Russian brother in it. I probably shouldn't talk about that with everything going on right now. But he's my favorite. He's my absolute favorite out of all of them. And then, so Anastasia King is going to Books, Gowns, and Crowns. And I've seen this book last year on TikTok all over. Like, so many TikToks about it. And I kept wanting to get it, and then but on the Kindle, and then I kept forgetting about it because it's a super, like, high fantasy series. Yeah. And they say that the first book is not as spicy as the second book, but it still has spice in it. Check your triggers. I haven't read it yet, but it's supposed to have a ton of triggers. Enemies to lovers,
and if
or
you
the
guys
great
know
characters.
Jen, this should be a very obvious point.
Yes, yeah. It's got like demon gods and sacrifices and all kinds of crazy shit.
It looks like Manon on the cover
too. I know.
It's weird.
I'm extremely excited. I think I might start this one. I'm not gonna say when.
Don't say when.
I'm gonna read it before Books, Gowns, and Crowns though. Because I'm going to take it for her to sign. Please sign my book, Anastasia. I love you.
Quick side note about Books, Gowns, and Crowns. So Jen sent me a message saying that Scarlett St. Clair is going to be there too.
Our Hades and Persephone.
Queen freaked out. I was like, Jen, I'm going to straight up pass out once I see her. I
would piss my pants if we passed out. Then you're like, Scarlett!
Done.
And she's down.
You're like, just make sure my books get signed for me.
Right.
As long as if I can just get a glimpse of her, I will be happy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That's gonna be so much fun.
I'm not ready.
I'm not even close to ready. How many months do we have left now? What is this, March?
Not enough. 6?
6 months? Well, actually, a little less than 6 months.
Shit.
I gotta lose some weight before we go.
Alright. Oh, you got one more.
My booty sprout's coming in. Sponsor us, Booty Sprout. But I'm very excited about it.
Me too. You got one more book.
Look it up.
Oh, yeah, I got a little sidetracked.
And then I got The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. It's a Dreamland Billionaire. I don't really know. I saw it. I thought the cover was really cool, and I have heard about it.
The sequel just came out too.
Yeah. It's pretty much about this guy that is a billionaire and makes theme parks and production companies, hotels, all kinds of stuff, and then he meets her, and I'm assuming that a lot of sex and fun things happen in that book.
I did hear it was a spicy one.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I remember when I told you about like, oh, this popular book, the sequel just came out, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What is that?
And then I see
covers.
this book.
I have to see covers. I won't know any names, but if I see a cover, I'll be like, oh shit, that's it.
That's fair. I'm pretty good with names and covers.
All right, what'd you get?
Oh god, I got a loot. Not really. I got 4. But so I got The Righteous by Renee Adia. I picked up The Beautiful at Book Barn, the first book of the series. I believe the Beautiful Quartet series it's called, which is pretty cool. So this is book 3.
Fancy.
I know. So now, once again, like I always do, I'm like, I have to wait for book 2 to show up at Book Barn. We have to stick with tradition here.
Understandable.
Yes. And then I found The Fates Divided by Veronica Roth, a sequel to Carve the Mark. And my first thought was, there's a fucking sequel to this
had
book.
no idea.
No idea.
Not
Haven't
one.
read the book yet. So
I just love the
that
cover
should've
of
been-
Carve the Mark.
Yeah, I picked
And that
up
one's really
this,
pretty, too.
and it looked super familiar. And I was like, oh, lo and behold, of course there's a sequel to Carve the Mark.
Why would it be a standalone?
Yeah,
It
no.
doesn't even make sense.
We can't have that in our
Everyone
house.
wants a standalone.
So,
I do.
And then I got Bright Smoke, Cold Fire by Rosamund Hodge. It's a Romeo and Juliet retelling.
This bitch.
And I'm mentally preparing myself this time after the last incident.
I'm trying to get her to start the Raven Hood trilogy.
No.
And she's like, I don't know if my heart can take it. And then she
can't.
gets a Romeo and Juliet retelling. Like,
I'm not going to pick it up
obviously
for
your
a
heart
while.
can take it.
It'll be fine. At least I'm expecting something
That's true.
this
You're
time.
ready.
Last time I was just like, this book is so good. And then I was like, fuck,
Oh, shit.
that's right. It's Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, I totally didn't think about that one. And then, that's when I found, I thought this was more of a YA one, but this was actually in the adult section, surprisingly.
Well, I will say that she was telling me today that the person that usually does the adult section
Yeah.
isn't there anymore.
So
that it could just have gotten placed there accidentally.
I mean, so that's
she was,
why we keep
she was
finding
asking me,
fucking
like, should we
adult
put it
ones
here?
in
Yeah.
YAs so much.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But it's Children of Blood and Bone. I have seen it.
everywhere
One of the very
for a long
popular TikTok ones. It's by Tommy Adeyemi. I'm gonna go with that. Adeyemi.
A D in me.
But got a D in me. I know you do. But heard great things about it. Another.
Oh, they killed my mother. They took our magic. They tried to bury us.
This is Now We Rise. This is on the back of the book.
Now We Rise.
I'm sold. I didn't even read that.
Right? I'm like, oh, shit,
it was one of those moments where you just recognize the cover and you're like, taking it. It's mine. Everybody fuck off.
It's mine now, though.
Bitch. Somebody was actually right in front of it too when I went to go grab it.
You're like,
I'm like, I'm just trying to take that. I was
there
like,
was no one hardly there today when I went.
Oh man, it was packed when I went, but it was also super nice out.
Okay, well, I would say, to be fair, I didn't go until almost 5.
Yeah.
And normally we go at, like, noon.
Yeah, I went at the perfect time apparently. And there was so much to go through. Surprisingly,
There was so much
I
there
found
today.
a Court of Thorns and Roses there at that day too.
Right? It's been there a lot more, which I'm like, why? Why are you getting rid of it?
I should have just picked it up as
Why are you getting rid of it?
Like I already have it. It was one of the old
18
covers
copies.
too.
Oh,
I know.
You should have got it for me, because remember Bailey chewed up mine.
It wasn't a hardcover though.
No, I know. My paperback Bailey chewed.
Oh, okay.
So I want the originals.
Well, it's
for the
definitely not going to be
paperbacks.
there anymore.
Oh, no, it wasn't there today.
Otherwise, you'd be fine.
Look at her. Selfish.
Rude.
Selfish.
Little bitch. Alright.
Dirty whore.
So we got something fun coming up for you guys.
We do.
So we decided to have a little fun today.
So we posted on our Instagram and asking people to ask us questions. Any questions. Book related, whatever.
Wanna
And we
ask us
had-
about us?
Yeah, we had
About our
people
lives, about books.
message in. So we thought it'd be fun to write down people's questions and put them in a martini glass and
We're
pick
gonna
them
pick
out.
randomly.
We have no idea. We were like, should we prepare for it? Nah.
No.
We're like, gonna shoot from the hip.
Yeah, you should just hear our answers on the spot.
I mean, mine are gonna be terrible, probably. I don't do well on the spot.
She doesn't like
I
pressure.
don't like tests. I do really bad.
I don't like tests either. I'm supposed to take one soon.
I feel like this is a test.
I know.
My answers are gonna be bad.
This is what, like Squid Games. Ready?
I can die.
Green light.
Stabs us. See? Ha! She's the one that went there this time.
I know.
Squid Games. Murder,
We're
right?
switching it.
Murder.
I guess, yeah. One day. You get one day.
It's fine. I'll
Only
take it.
because it's the 10th episode.
I'll take it.
Alright.
I'll take what I can get at
Do you
this
want to
point.
pick first? Or you want me to pick
I'm
first?
gonna throw up.
She's going for it. She was just like,
Unless
yeah,
I don't like the
whatever.
question, and then I'm gonna give it to you.
No.
Oh,
number
God. What was your inspiration for Crowns and Cocktails? And you spelled it wrong!
She spelt it like that in the question. So it's not my fault.
T-A-L-E-S. Get it right.
This is a cute one, though. It's a cute story.
It is. But do they mean, like, for the podcast or for the name?
I think both. I don't know. We can just say both.
Yeah. Well, for the name, Charlotte came up with the name.
Very randomly.
Yeah.
It just came to me at one day. With, like, a lot of the episode names and a lot of the titles I come up with and captions just comes to me right on the spot. I came up with the title for Stay for the Smut too for our book club episode, and I just texted Jen one day. It was like, what do you think about this? Like,
And I was
crowns
like,
and cocktails.
I fucking love it, but let's spell it C-O-C-K, capital T-A-L-E-S.
And I was like, yes,
I was like, let's go.
coming together. Boom.
And then
As far as the podcast went, in general, the idea, it was kind of the same thing. You sent me a random TikTok one day, and you were just like, let's just start a podcast.
yeah, pretty much.
And
I was like, this will be fun.
I was like, okay. And then, out of nowhere, I was like, oh, what if we just did a different cocktail every week?
Yeah, I was like, this sounds wonderful.
Pretty
It'd be
much,
so much fun.
yeah, all the main ideas came up right there, right on the
Yeah.
spot.
We have like so many text threads just of talking about like, oh my god, we should do this, and then we should do this, and maybe we'll do this.
Yeah.
And we
And then we started...
and it was literally like that night we went on, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna do our TikTok name, I'm gonna do our Instagram
Yep.
name, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna figure it out.
It was all
And
coming
download this.
together. Yeah. Once we started coming up with episode ideas too,
Oh,
and like
yeah, we
segment
sat
ideas,
down.
we were like before we even sat down, we went through
Yeah.
text messages upon
Of
text
just
messages.
ideas that we had over the last like
It basically
months,
just felt like
thinking about different ideas.
it was like Captain's Log, January 2022.
I know.
Idea for podcast episode.
And we would just be talking about it, and one of us would be at work, and the other one would send each other a message and be like, "What do you think about this segment? When we talk about this, this, and this," and the other one's like, "I fucking love it."
Yeah, like
Do
everything's
it.
coming together. It was very, very amazing how fast it came to be, honestly. Because now we're just like, holy shit, now
I know.
we're doing the 10th episode.
And then we were like, I was like, we need to do our Instagram first, so we can kind of get a little bit of a following
Yeah.
before we release episodes,
She
so that
was
people
on
actually
top
watch
of
it.
Yeah.
And I would never forget. I was literally like bloodshot eyed, like on Instagram, like trying to interact with everyone.
Yeah, we very much knew our establishments right off the bat. I was like, I got all the tech. I was like, I got all the technology. I got all the electronics. I got the cameras. I got the mics.
Yeah.
Let's go, girl.
And I was like, all right, I'll do graphic designing, I'll do social media, I'll get the cocktail stuff. Like, let's go. We'll figure it out as we go. And we did it.
And now we're here.
And we're here, 10th episode.
And now we're ready for the next question.
Next question, moving on.
Shuffle my fingers. You know I'm good with my fingers.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, I know who gave you this question. What's a book you went into with very low expectations that ended up being totally amazing for you? For me, it was Mist and Fury. After reading ACOTAR.
Because you hated ACOTAR. So, sadly, mine is also a Sarah J. Maas book. Mine was Throne of Glass. It was I almost gave up after the second book. And everyone kept saying, like, get to the third, just do it. And I'm so happy that I did, because it's just like ACOTAR. It almost feels like you're reading an entirely different book.
Yeah,
but with the same characters.
Yeah, for sure. I think another one that I did have another book that I was going to say, but actually another one that came to the top of my head was Our Violin Ends by Chloe Gong, which is the one that destroyed me for the Romeo and Juliet retelling. I loved these Violet Delights, but it didn't have that wow factor exactly, but it ended on a great note, like a great cliffhanger. Yeah. So, but then once I got to Our Violin Ends, oh man, there was something going on at every point. It was political too, and I'm not a huge fan of just
I don't read very much political. Just
but,
there's so much to follow. If it's not done correctly, I just zone out and start skimming.
Right. So I was just like, there was just something going on, and every single chapter, every single page, I was hooked right from the beginning. I could not wait to finish it. Yeah, I was crushed at the end, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. Loved it. Recommend it. Slipped it up.
I know. I'm like trying to even think of another book. I'm literally going through my Goodreads now, like looking through like what other book was I not super excited to read and ended up loving. Most of the books that I read, I'm excited to read.
Right. Yeah.
And
especially if it's part of a series you love too.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, is this going to be okay? You know, maybe Shifter Syndicate by Avery Stone. Just the cover kind of looks like
cringy. It's got people on it, doesn't it? I
think it's kind of a badass cover now. But
what the fuck is she wearing?
But
is she
like
fighting
weird.
in that outfit?
Yes, she.
That's a fighting outfit.
But I was like, is this gonna be okay? Am I gonna get there? And it was actually pretty cool. It was a cool book.
Well,
so I'm like, maybe that one. Yeah, that's probably it. Because all the other ones, I was like, ooh. But I usually do a lot of research on the books before I actually read them.
She's my little FBI agent.
I have so many books that I want to read that I don't want to waste my time. You know? So I'm not afraid to DNF a book. Get out of here.
I like the surprise factor.
No, I want to know if you liked it. I want to know why you liked it. I don't want to, like, spoilers, but I want you to know, like, oh, the spice ratings. I need to have at least 3 chili peppers.
The critical thing, obviously. 3 spices.
And I need the triggers, okay? Alright.
Next question.
Oh, what books are you considering doing for the book club? What books aren't we considering doing?
Yeah, right. Well,
everything's on the table.
We currently are reading Scarred together.
We are.
We're trying to,
I know we talked about doing the Book of Azrael.
Yes.
By Amber Nicole. And
we have teased Malice,
yes,
too.
We teased Malice. Honestly, we might do Between Wrath and Mercy by Jess Weisskopf.
We might as well.
We don't want to do big named authors yet.
Yeah.
Like we want to do more like people that we actually interact with. And
we've considered doing Crescent City, but at that point we're probably just going to end up doing a whole Crescent City episode in general for the podcast, not so much the book club episode.
Yeah, it'll literally be like a full episode.
And obviously, if we're doing Between Wrath and Mercy, we obviously have to do Of Darkness and Fire for Amber.
Yes.
I can't wait to pick that up. I think after I read War of Two Queens and I finish Scarred for a book club, I'm probably going to pick up that finally. Because I need to know.
Right?
I need to know.
Tell me now what's going on with Damien.
And she teased the second book.
I know.
Of Truth and Traitors.
Every time I look, I'm like, oh, what is it?
Come on.
When is it?
Give me. I'm like, I know I didn't read the first book yet, but give me.
Give it to me for myself.
She's good at that. Just teasing you.
All of them, like all the people we feel that we follow, are so good with like TikTok and videos and posting things that they're just real in.
Because they know we're little sluts for them.
I know.
And they'll just keep teasing us.
Well, it's like Amber keeps putting out merch, and I'm like, well, I guess I gotta go buy another sweater because it looks so cool. And I love it.
And I keep catching Jen on Etsy as always.
Earlier, I was like, I'm done buying stuff. I gotta save money. And then Charlotte sits down beside me and she goes, are you on Etsy? And I was like,
yeah, that's when she sent me the Room coffee book. I'm like, you do not need it right now, Jen.
I'm looking for Christmas presents for myself.
I'm
Christmas
just
in July, bitch.
thinking ahead, you know?
Gotta figure it out.
Gotta figure it out. Alright. What do we got here? Ooh, what's your favorite part about doing the podcast?
Spending time with Charlotte.
Ah, you're just saying that to butter me up.
I know.
It's the drinking, don't lie. It's
It's the
definitely the
alcohol.
drinking. Little boozy bitches.
Little booze bitches.
Oh god, I would say that was my favorite part, but I haven't drank in like 3 weeks. This is my first drink in 3 weeks. I've been completely sober that long. But now, probably just honestly, as cheesy as it sounds, just talking to you. And talking to technically all you guys.
All of you. Like, I think that's my favorite part. Like, talking to you, just being pieces of shit on this.
Yeah, dumb bitches,
Like,
honestly.
Just when we're trying to take photos for, like, the Instagram.
Yeah, we took some earlier.
And they're not great, but they're not bad. They're kind of,
Great,
some of them are
but
cute.
they're like,
But, like, they need editing.
special.
And they need a lot of help. But yeah, like, interacting with you guys, it's fun. We always talk, like, I feel like I have more friends that I've never met
yeah.
than I do in real life.
Yeah, we were saying that to your mom earlier.
I know. I'm like, oh, I got, like, 4 friends in real life.
Yeah, I was like, I've got Jen, I've got my best friend Felicia, I got my friend Rachel too. She was giving us some good questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I think now that we've found our footing with this podcast too, especially by now, it's becoming so easy to just be ourselves on this.
And we always joke, like, we should just have a camera going 24/7.
Constantly, yeah.
Because this is literally how we are in real life.
We're gonna have more of those fun blooper reels, though. I've come up with a new system. It's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna post them.
And
No
you
matter
know what?
what, we
I
need
thought
the
the other
content.
day, I was like, why do we keep trying to go places for our first YouTube channel, like book tour? Why don't we just do Book Barn and explore Niantic?
Because we keep thinking that we have to go somewhere else. That's what
Literally today, whenever I walked in a Book Barn and I was like,
That was
this
the
would be
original plan.
I know, and then we were like, we're gonna go 2 hours away, and now we don't have time.
Yeah, we can't do
I'm
that.
like, literally, I walked in and I was like, we are so stupid. Why don't we just, it's such a big place too,
I know.
and we could do all 3 of them, then we could go have lunch and go down to the beach.
Yeah.
There's so many things that we could do.
Okay, we got a plan
We
now.
got
It's
a
happening.
plan. It's gonna happen. Damn it.
God damn it.
Alright.
When it will happen, who fucking knows?
I'm like trying to read the question before I pull it out.
It's folded.
I can do it. What got you into the fantasy style of reading? My first major series that I read was, which I think we've talked about before, is the Sword of Truth series. I should not have been reading it at the age that I read it on, but it's such a good series. It's by Terry Goodkind. It follows Richard Rahl and Kaylin. She's a confessor, so she touches you, she can make you her slave. So that's why people don't like her.
That's powerful.
And she's the mother confessor, so she's the queen of the queen bad bitches. Mother confessor. And then I fell off reading for a while, and then ACOTAR got me back into reading.
Always ACOTAR.
Always.
Taking over our lives.
I know.
So for me, it's been way before ACOTAR for me. It was that period where I was always into the supernatural. I would literally just look up vampire
and the Sookie
romance.
Stackhouse books.
Oh yeah,
I read those a lot. And Laurel Hamilton, she has a Nita Blake vampire series. My best friend Jess
a lot of people recommended
said those
that
for
to
me.
Yeah.
So those as well.
Yeah, for me, I would just, like, look up, when I would only read on my Kindle, I would just look up, like, vampire romance,
Supernatural,
werewolf,
paranormal.
romance, yeah. But I always
Been there.
knew that I loved fantasy regardless. So once we really got this going and you started recommending books to me, I knew I was going to love it regardless.
Yeah.
Because those are just my interests. I loved, like, the princesses and stuff going up.
Yeah.
There's always something going on. You knew it was a better world.
So you're like, can I be part of your world?
We go breaking into tune again.
Always. Next.
Why are you guys amazing?
Well,
I don't know. It
so
just
many
comes so
reasons.
naturally.
Childhood trauma.
Boost.
You know, it's been a long road.
We have started becoming unapologetically ourselves.
Yeah, so I feel like I've just finally accepted who I am.
We're wearing lipstick more.
We are wearing lipstick. I got my hair done.
We both got haircuts.
We did.
Jen got a major transformation.
A balayage, and I got a lot of inches taken off.
She is looking good.
I'm nervous though. I'm blondish. Blonde.
Yeah, she's not, hasn't accepted it quite yet.
I'm not ready. I love it. I think it's so pretty.
It looks good.
But it terrifies me at the same time, because I'm like, my brown locks, they're gone.
She posted a picture on Instagram, so go give her some love.
Go give me some love.
It looks so good.
I look cute as fuck in my little dress. With my titties out.
Yeah.
Actually, my titties are kind of covered.
Now.
They're kind of hidden. I mean, you can see, whatever. Good look at it.
She wore a sweater.
I know. I got a sweater on. What book release are you most excited about this year?
Well, technically it's already out. I'm trying to think of the next one. Kingdom of the Feared. I think that's the first one that comes to my mind. And Scarlett St. Clair's Queen of Myth and Monsters, for sure.
Ooh.
Those are my top two.
My obviously House of Sky and Breath already came out. Honestly, Pawn the Puppet.
Brandy!
Yeah, I'm super excited. And we've already said it, but the Book of Azrael.
Amber!
I cannot wait. Like, when Amber posted that she pushed her book back, it was originally like March 29th, and I think now it's April 26th. I was literally like, no!
We both sent it to each other right away. We were like, no!
Yeah, I was heartbroken, but...
It's okay.
No, it's okay. I can wait another bump.
We still Amber.
Zodiac Academy number 8. Final book in the series, baby. I am holding out from reading the 7th because I'm not ready. I need it. I need the 8th to be out so I can finish the series. And my goal is to buy one Zodiac Academy book a month until I have them all.
Didn't you get like 3 this month already? You're kind of...
From here on out. One book a month until it comes out.
That is still smart, though. Another one that I thought of, too, is actually another Chloe Gong book, Foul Lady Fortune. It follows, I believe, the sister of the story on Roma's side of the family. Her story takes place in the 1930s this time, and I am very excited.
That sounds super exciting.
It is, quite excited.
And there's like a million other books that I'm excited about.
Yeah.
For like sequels or like second, third, fourth books coming out. I just can't think of them.
Yep.
Because there's so many.
So many books, so little time.
Yes, I wanted to do this one so bad when it came out.
Alright, this is my favorite one so far. Alright, fuck, marry, kill. Tamlin, Hybern, or Baron? I'm gonna thank my friend Rachel for this. I was like, I'm putting it in here.
I don't know. I gotta think about it.
I need a minute.
I'd probably fuck Tamlin. I don't know. No, I would. I feel like I'd marry Tamlin because he's going to be a beast for most of the time and like running away because he's a little bitch.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have to deal with him that much.
Yeah, he already did it the Farrah, so.
Yeah. So I feel like I would marry Tamlin. I would fuck Baron, and I would kill Hybern.
Honestly, that's probably mine too.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what I would have to go for because I don't want to marry Baron.
It's so cringy to say though because you just want to throw up saying all of that. I'm like, yeah, I'll is kill all of them? No, I'm sure.
Right? Can I just kill them? Well, I mean, not being a dick, I would be okay with fucking Tamlin, but I don't have to deal with him now.
Yeah, I mean, Farrah stayed for some point at least.
He's gorgeous. I mean, we all hate to admit it, but he's sexy.
Like she didn't see the red flags at first,
right?
But...
We all love a good red flag, right?
Yeah. It's okay. She's better off now. It's fine.
It's all right. We've all been there. All right. Of course, this one's right after. Do your sexual desires align with your characters now that you've been reading? Such subject content matter.
Subject content.
So basically,
matter.
do we like the kinks that we read about now? And has that changed our sex life? Yes. I've read so many kinks that I never knew that I had.
I'm still more on the lighter side of things, but yes. Not as much as her. I've read some dark stuff, but she's read some dark stuff.
I may or may not have been looking up BDSM clubs in New York City yesterday. Just to see.
This isn't the first time.
Just to see.
This is
like,
not the first
is that
time.
a thing? Like, can you go as, like, friends and just look? You know,
You're
see what's
just
out there.
looking for any option.
I don't want to say all men suck, because we probably have some male listeners, and I'm sure you're great. Just, I can't find anyone that I truly want to fuck. And, like, be comfortable enough to explore certain kinks and stuff with. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No, because I am very proud to say that I
Shut
don't have that
up.
problem
Oh
anymore.
my God. That's why I got back on dating apps. So I was like, I'm so happy. I'm just kidding. I'm so happy that she's happy.
I am happy.
But, you know, someday I'll find it out there.
You gotta find the guy. Alright, mission for y'all. Gotta find Jen a man that matches her energy.
I need my energy matched.
We'll line him up.
Oh, my
We'll get
vagina
you.
energy.
We'll basically do like a smut version of The Bachelorette.
Ooh, yes.
That's it. Oh my god. That, how
We should
funny.
pitch this
That should be
to
like
NBC.
a cute, hilarious
Fox.
Netflix show. Oh my god. Be like,
Netflix.
yo, book lovers, unite. You want to find a girl with some high kinks and very high expectations?
This girl.
Me, Jen. I'm telling you, it could probably go
Hey.
very, very well.
We all have it.
I mean, you could find some, like, weird guy who's just like, are you into history books?
Do you like to read nonfiction? I like reading about the plague, and not in a sexy way.
It is funny, though, just reading new smut books. I have read plenty of smut, not as much as Jen, but enough where I have discovered things where I'm like, I could see where somebody would be into that.
And who knows? Maybe I'm not even into it. I just like reading about it, but I've never been able to
Yeah,
try,
you
explore
gotta come
that.
across it, honestly.
Yeah,
gotta
because you
be in the
also like
moment.
have to be comfortable enough with someone to
Exactly.
be able to do that.
Exactly.
And a lot of people aren't comfortable with it, but
But the thought
I'm not
is
saying I want to
there.
get like railed with a knife handle, but maybe. I don't know.
We're just exploring our options
fine.
here, you know? I forgot I wrote it like this. What are your aspirations? Ass.
Like with the podcast? Or
I
just
don't know.
in life?
Didn't Jess send this question?
Yeah, she did.
What does
That's
she
all
mean?
she said. She just said, what are your aspirations?
Just in general? I don't
I'm
know.
gonna call her right now. Let's face
Survive.
that.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Please be more specific.
I mean, I guess for the podcast, just continue to grow and
Yeah.
continue to talk to all you guys and continue to just keep creating good content for you guys.
And, you know, going to these fun things like
Yeah.
Books, Sounds, and Crowns. We want to go to so many of them, and
And eventually read all the books that you're recommending.
so many. There's so many. Yeah, definitely for the podcast, that's one of the big ones. Is just it growing, like
Yeah.
she said. Growing it and getting a bigger following so that we can reach more people and make more friends.
Yes, all of you wonderful girls.
That's all
and
we
boys.
want to do. Make friends.
Just want to make friends.
Yeah. If you can live in one fantasy world, which would it be and why?
Oh, this one stumped me.
There's so many.
Probably the world of Akatar, because you know they got indoor plumbing.
They do.
So I was like, what time frame is this?
I know it knows. No one knows. I honestly don't know. Because then I think about all the side things that you learn about those worlds.
Right.
And I'm like...
I mean, Crescent City sounds
and
pretty
also,
lit.
do I get to choose what I am in that world?
Probably.
Like, I don't want to be a human in Akatar.
If you can choose where you live, I don't see why you couldn't
Like, I wanna be
choose
Fae.
what to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Crescent City itself sounds pretty sweet.
Right? I think Crescent City would be really good. If I don't have to deal with this theory.
Yeah.
Like, but I think Crescent City would be one of my top picks. Zodiac Academy would be cool. Because I know you haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
But there's the Fae realm, but they can also go to the real world.
Oh, interesting.
Like, they can kind of teleport in a way.
Yeah.
And go if they want. So I think that would be kind of cool.
Honestly, to me, like, a world just filled with magic, I'd be complete.
Yeah, just give me
Filled
some
with
magic. I don't care what it
magicians,
is.
Yeah.
Also, another
I can
one.
live in a castle.
Freaking by Patricia Briggs, the Mercy Thompson. I think that would be cool because it's kind of like there's vampires there's vampires, there's werewolves. Kind of like Crescent City, where it's more of like a now day.
Zootopia.
Urban day.
Modern day.
No, it's like an urban something. I don't know. I can't.
Utopian?
I don't think that's what it says, but it
I don't
might
know.
be. Who knows?
Who knows?
Look, it's like midnight here.
I know. Yeah, this is a late episode.
I know.
I forgot.
We gotta wait for Riley to go to bed so we can record.
Ooh. Next question. Characters you identify with.
Roxy from Den of Vipers. I'm just kidding.
I fucking wish. If I could be able to take a bet to 3 men right off the realm, taking them out, and knock them out completely, fucking wish. But no.
That'd be a fun time.
Probably. I feel like in general, I don't say I necessarily identify with her, but I kind of relate this in a way too, where I connected with the character was Poppy from Blood and Ash.
Yeah.
I think because she definitely always had this sarcastic, cutesy, geeky side to her, but she was always hidden behind the veil. And I feel like that's kind of how I grew up. I was always very, very quiet growing up. And she definitely came out of her shell completely and just started stabbing everyone left and right.
Yeah,
not that I'm stabbing people.
She is, don't let her lie.
But I guess I do identify with her. I definitely relate to that in a sense as far as her character developing goes. How much I just grown into myself and became my own person up to this age.
You said shelf.
I said shell.
It sounded like shelf. Grow into my shelf.
Don't make fun of my mumbling.
It's mean. For mine, it's not necessarily someone that I feel like I was in the past, but like someone that I want to become. And I try to be more like, I guess. Is Arya from Flames of Chaos.
Oh.
She's just such...
Another one I haven't read yet.
She's big on family. She is a take no bullshit person. Like, she'll put you in her place. She's so fucking smart. And yeah, she just doesn't take shit from anyone. She just wants to make a better world for her and her family. And I love that.
And that is you. That's why I said somebody needs to match your energy.
I need that energy match.
That's why we need a dating show.
Come on, it'd be so much fun.
You're just gonna wake up from an email from Netflix
I'm
tomorrow.
ready. Hulu, Netflix, I don't care.
Somebody.
Anyone. Amazon.
Love Island. Love is
Passion Flips.
Pornhub.
Alright, last question.
Last question of our first Q&A. Who would you rather do?
Apparently this is a big...
Tamlin or King of Hybern?
Tamlin, hands down.
Tamlin. Feyre stuck around for a reason.
She did. And also, again, he's hotter. Like, if I had to have sex with someone... And he's dominant as fuck. Remember he tried to choke her out in the hallway?
I still don't like the blonde hair, but...
No, I can close my eyes.
Bag over his head.
Just make him wear his mask. Tie your hair back.
I'll forget about the stuff you did for a little bit, but...
Okay, just give me some fairy wine. Because the King of Hybern, like... What does he even look like? I don't remember.
Yeah, does anyone have a description?
Is he hot? Because, I mean, even though he's supposedly old, like, he's probably, like, 30s, like, in...
Yeah, like, old.
Looking-wise. So he's probably hot, too, actually. I'm gonna have to look up fan art. I might change my mind after this episode.
Is there a description of him?
I don't remember. I'm sure there is.
There's gotta be. Right? I remember seeing a TikTok one day to be like, does anybody actually know what he looks like?
He looks like an old Santa Claus, but with, like, gray hair.
I can see it.
But at the same time, like, they aren't really big.
Yeah, you just picture the bad guy, like a weird old-looking dude.
Like I pictured him as, like, a badass Santa Claus, though. You know? Like, kind of ripped, but, like, you know,
full
older.
suit.
But then, when I really thought about it, I'm like, you know, I bet he still was young, like,
probably
physically.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're gonna look it up.
TBD.
Maybe we'll
Answer TBD. Like we changed our minds.
No, I'll post on Instagram later some pictures of fan art of him.
Yeah, if you're done, post a fan art room.
I'm not. I'll never be done.
Yeah, not until I read it at least.
He's so beautiful.
All right, and that, folks, was the first Q&A of Clowns and Cocktails.
Yes. We're thinking about doing like every 10 episodes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Be fun, like little milestones.
Yeah, little checkpoint, another checkpoint for you guys.
Maybe we'll learn some new things. Maybe our outlook on
Yeah.
We'd rather fuck will change.
We're just gonna keep changing our answer on that one every time.
It's gonna just keep going back and forth.
That's actually that one is actually harder than the fuck, marry, kill. No,
it is because it's like, ooh, actually,
what do you look like?
I'm like, hold on. Do we have to have sex with the lights on or the lights off?
That's not paper bag. I told you.
I love it. It's gotta happen.
Problem solved.
Because they had paper bags back then too. So
Oh, totally.
okay.
If they got indoor plumbing, they have paper bags.
Yeah.
They got magic running baths for you. They got paper bags.
That's very true.
All right. What do you say, Mama? I guess that's always. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel.
YouTube, look it up. It's some fun things.
I'll be posting a new blooper reel from this episode soon, cutting together some of the what we think are funny parts of this episode.
We always think there's funny parts, though.
Yes, absolutely. And hopefully, new book club episode will appear sometime in the future. I'm gonna leave it open-ended like that.
I just looked it up, and I think I might have to change my answer.
Is he hot?
I mean,
Is it real?
kinda.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's hotter than Tamlin. He's got black hair. That's all I care about.
It says the magician at the bottom of the picture.
This one.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a knockoff of Rhysand. Like
He
the
does.
like the Wish.com
He
of
does.
Rhysand. The Walmart version.
I'll take the Wish of Reese over the regular Tamlin all day.
Reese's Target. That's Hiberna's Walmart.
Ooh, okay. Wait.
She's getting
What about this
distracted
one?
again. He looks familiar.
Right? I'm like, what are you from? He looks like an elf in real life.
Because he probably is. Alrighty.
Okay, anyways. So,
Yes.
my answer might have changed, but I'll have to look up more fan art because I can't go based off of just one picture.
Stay tuned next week for that. And as
Let you
always, keep reading your smut
Read all the smut.
for the 10th time.
Diddle all you want.
Diddle.
Diddle your partner.
Like she said, Mama needs a diddle. Mama needs the dick.
It's so upsetting. Thank God I don't have a battery-operated vibrator anymore. Mine plugs in the wall. I would be poor on batteries.
I remember one time where I hadn't heard from her in a little bit, and she was like talking about her vibrator earlier in the day, and I was like, "Are you busy with the zzz?" She's like, "No, lol."
Yes.
All right, girls and boys, wear your crown
Men and
proud.
women.
Men, woman, wear your crown proud.
Wear it.
Oh,
Buy it.
I missed one part.
Love it.
Keep drinking your booze.
Keep drinking your booze.
I am probably going to go back to my mocktails.
Keep your
However,
friends
I
close.
have no headache.
Your enemies closer.
And your enemy's closer.
I'm just gonna start saying like a random just quotes.
Well, that's because you can't remember what I say
I
every
can't,
week.
and I just want because I want to say different things.
That's fair. You know how many times I still look back on other episodes and I'm like, when did she say that?
So many times. There's been multiple times when Charlotte hasn't said anything during
Yeah.
this episode, and I'm like, she didn't hear it.
No,
She didn't hear it.
I'm gonna hear it eventually.
She's gonna hear it.
Alright, babes. I guess we'll catch you next week.
We love you so much. Keep talking to us on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. We love you.
We love you
Thank
so
you for your
much.
support.
And all the support, all the books.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Bye.